Hey Glams, this is your host again, Natana with the Glam Life, where I'll be providing complete beauty tips, techniques, and testimonials to reveal the glam in you. To get these berry toned eyes, cheeks, and lips, stay tuned. All right, Glams, for this tutorial, I'm going to be showcasing how to get beautiful rose toned eyes, lips, and cheeks. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. My foundation has already been done. I encourage you to check out my previous video on 20-minute makeup and hair, as well as the foundation routine video that I have out. So I'm going to be showcasing this product. It's the Wet n Wild Brow Kit, and I'm going to be pretty much doing my eyebrows, basic eyebrows for this. And one of the things I like about this kit, it has a mirror already handy inside the kit. Keeps sliding back in. But I'm going to take this lighter shade of brown right here, the center shade, and I'm just going to go up on the upper part of my eyebrows and just brush them up. I don't too much arch my eyebrows, ladies. I like pretty much the shape that they are now. And I'm just going to take this darker tone shade on the end and just go on the ends of the brow. So that's all I'm going to do with my eyebrows. Again, this is the Wet n Wild Brow Kit. Now I'm going to start with my eyes. I recommend that you prime the eye. This is in the Black Radiance eyeshadow primer. One of the reasons why you want to prime the eye, it helps increase that pigment of the eyeshadow and also helps prevent that eyeshadow from creasing. And being that I'm a darker skin tone, it also works better for the pigmentation, so it can actually show up a whole lot more for my skin type. So I'm using a Black Radiance, and I'm going to take a brush. It's like a little tiny concealer brush, and I'm going to just dabble a small amount. It's actually dab a small amount like that. And I'm going to take my other handheld mirror, and as you all see, I'm just dabbing it on my eyelids. And again, it also helps prevent the creasing, because I tend to get oil and sweat in those areas, and after about 2-3 hours my shadow begins to crease, and I don't like that look. When I close my eyes, I want to still have that everyday, all day look on my eyebrows. All right, just clean that up right there. All right, so I just pretty much applied the eyeshadow primer. Now I'm about to go in with a glitter pot. This is the Wet n Wild glitter pot, and this is a pretty pink rose tone color. And I'm pretty much going to take an eyeshadow sponge applicator and just do a circular motion like that. I'm going to take my mirror again so I can see what I'm doing. And I'm just going to dab it right on the eyelid. Right on the eyelid. And as you all see, that pink glitter rose tone color is just making it pop. This is a perfect color for the spring. I'm going to do my other eyelid. So taking some more of this pink glitter rose tone and doing my other eyelid. So these sponge applicators that come in these eyeshadow palettes or whatever, like the quads and the duos, I recommend you saving those, because these are key when it comes to applying like these glitter pots and stuff. You can use your fingers, but I like using the sponge because it creates less of a mess, and it gets the sponge, you can get it right where you want it at, versus with your fingers. Your fingers can kind of like create a mess depending on the size of it. So that's pretty much done. And I'm going to take my eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to use the Mineral Effects in the Berry Pinks. I got this palette out of the Sally's Beauty Supply, and I'm going to select this pink shade right here. And I'm going to just apply it right over the glitter. And as you all see how the pigment is just very colorful, bold, making it pop, even with my skin tone, because I have a pretty dark skin tone. So this technique I'm using works with all skin tones and skin types, with helping that shade just pop. So all right, so that's pretty much it with my eyelid. I'm going to wipe that. Now I'm going to go with a lighter shade of pink over my brow bone, which is this pink right here. Take my other eye. And I'm going to clean it up with the first shade of pink right here, and have it to where both of those colors meet together. All right, so that's pretty much the first part of my eyes. I did my eyebrows first with the Wet n Wild Brow Kit. I then followed with an eyeshadow primer by the Black Radiance, followed by the glitter pot, followed by the 2 shades from the Berry Pinks palette that I got from my local beauty supply, Sally's Beauty Supply, excuse me. Now I'm going with a Wet n Wild color palette. This is in the what color is this? The Poster Child. I'm sorry, this is in the Poster Child, and I'm pretty much going to use this row of colors right here. So I'm going to take this pink color right here, and I'm going to go in the crease with my eyes with that. All right, and I'm going to go back with the Sally Beauty Supply palette. This time I'm going to take this purple plummy color right here, and I'm going to go and define my eye right here. And as you all see how the colors are just super pigmented and how that glitter is just showcasing right through. Very pretty for the springtime. Now I'm going to go back with my glitter pot and just take that little sponge applicator. Now you can get these sponge applicators right out of the duos and quads from any eyeshadows that you may already have. Save those applicators because they work great when applying those glitter pots that Wet n Wild has. And I'm just going to just dab it in back over my eyelid to create that, to get more of a pigment, increase my pigmentation. I'm going to take my powder brush and just do away with the fallout that got on my face. Now I'm going to take my Wet n Wild Poster Child palette, and I'm going to use the shade Black, and I'm just going to pretty much take that shade, and I want to go in right here, right where the eye line is at, to stand it out. Now you see the difference between this eye and that eye on how it stands out. I just took that black and just went right there in the corner where my eye line meets, where I put my eyeliner at. And I just blended it up softly into that pink to get it kind of like a iridescent flowing look. And I want to take this plummy shade from the Sally Beauty Supply palette in the Berry Pinks and just go back over it to kind of like diminish some of the black that I put on there, because I'm trying to go for more of a pinky rose tone color. So my eyes are pretty much complete with the rose tone. I'm going to now line my eyes, and I'm going to be using the eyeshadow uh, eyeliner from Wet n Wild in the color Carbon My Reach. It has a little applicator wand right here. Now you pretty much have to have a steady hand. I like these because to me they're waterproof. I could cry, sweat, and it's not going anywhere. And also it helps create where it gets more of a defined look versus with a liner. Depending on how the pencil is sharp, you can get a bold line or a thin line, but this creates a perfect line. But like I said, you have to have a steady hand. All right, and I'm going to do my other eye. And this technique right here takes practice, so lots of practice. And you can use this look as an everyday look if you want to be bold, or if you want to be glamorous, you can use this look like if you're going out and want to make a statement. Now I'm just pretty much going over my lower lash line, and I'm going from the center of my lower lash line on and dragging it out. All right, ladies. My eyes are pretty much complete. Now I'm going to move on to my lips. Now I use two shades of the lip liner. Both of these come from the Sally Beauty Supply. This one's in the shade Real Red, and this one's in the shade an eyeliner Basic Black. And I'm going to line my lips in black first. Then I'm going to go back over in the shade Real Red. It's a lip liner by the Boutique. That's what it's called, the Boutique. And you can get these right out of the Sally's Beauty Supply as well. They always have these shades on sale. And I'm just taking that red and just going back over with that black. The red and the black makes more like a rose tone pink color, which I do like, to where it's not as like a stop sign red. It's more like a violet red. So my lips are lined, and I'm going over with the Wet n Wild. It's a pretty pink rose tone color in the shade Berry Frost. Very pretty pink color. And I'm just going to take my red lip liner and just fill it all in. And last but not least, I'm going to do my cheeks. And I'm going to be taking the Maybelline Fit Me Blush. And this is in the shade, where's the shade color at? Deep Wine. And it's a very pink rose tone color. I picked up this shade in my Get Gorgeous on a Dime video. And I did some beauty blogging in that on how I shop for my beauty products. And I'm just pretty much smiling. All right, and now I'm going to take the Sally's Beauty Supply shade in the Berry Pinks, and I want to take this shade right here and put my blush brush in there and just put a little bit of eyeshadow on my cheeks as well. And you see how it just brings out that red tone that I just put on. All right, ladies, I'm just gonna now just go over my face with powder to get rid of some of that eyeshadow fallout that happened when I was putting on my eyeshadow. So I'm gonna go back over in the Maybelline Shine Control in the shade Medium, and just take my powder puff and just go up under my eyes. And that's pretty much it. So here it is, ladies, my pink rose tone eyes, lips, and cheeks. Very simple, perfect time for the spring, and also to get those eyes, lips, and cheeks to stand out. Ladies, be blessed and be glamorous.